Your process to success. These 7 principles: start, persevere, finish, win, review, refine, regenerate. And then the bonus is now to just do it all again. That's what we're talking about on this video. Let's go. Your process to success. There are many ways to achieve success. There are all types of strategies, but here is what I have learned in 29 exact industries that I visited with or keynote spoke with my 4 national brands that are in 8 markets across the country, and with my success coaching clients. This is the process that I have found is conclusive to increase your probability of being successful. Winning is freaking hard. Being successful is freaking hard, but without a process, it's even harder. And where would we start? Many people don't even know where to start, but that's just it. Yes, there's thinking, planning, strategizing, thinking for the right time. Because of course, planting as a farmer in the winter and thinking that you're going to harvest in the spring or in the fall, it doesn't work that way. The timing is you plant in the spring. In that, where do we start? Is to act. Success is a noun that works better as a verb, but without action, success is just a word. It is nothing unless we start. It is just a figment of our imagination, internally known but never coming into fruition because of the fact that we fail to start and or put in the action. Success is a noun that works better as a verb, because without action, success is just a word. So start. That's the way it is that you figure out if the timing is right or wrong, if the people it is on your team are right or wrong, if this product or service, the market is actually going to be attracted and the market will return an investment and then a return on your investment in terms of time, resources, people, energy, etc. But you first must start. This is the seed that is the planting of all great things that is to come, is that if you, me, and we would first start. Number 2 is to persevere. And this is the number 1 reason it is that all of the people it is that I've ever worked with and that have become hugely successful or very good or the best that they can be, right? No need to be perfect. If you want to have a big dream and dream big and go achieve big dreams, do that. If you also just want to be what I'm most focused on my channel, it's just working to be your best and live your best life, you must persevere. Let alone your process to success. You must persevere. The number 1 reason that the people it is that I've ever worked with or ever been around that is a champion in what they do, even a champion spouse, a champion mother, father, a champion in terms of their industry, is because they won't quit and they will persevere. Because success is failure turned inside out, in the silver tint in this thing called doubt. And you never can tell how close you are, because it may be right here but seem so far. But stick to the fight when your heart is hit. Persevere, because it's when things seem worst that you must not quit. Now, number 3 is to finish. Now, not a lot of people will even start, but many won't finish either, let alone persevere, that we just talked about. That's why success and winning is a hard thing to do. It is not for everyone. And the majority of people that try fail. But it's because they won't persevere and they won't finish, because they'll see that there's no way that they're actually going to hit the success it is that they want. Many of the reasons why in the beginning people won't even start, because they don't want to look like a failure. They don't want to look like they're in a position where they don't know what they're doing. They don't want to look in a non-advantageous, or they don't want to look like they are in a weak position. They won't start. But then when people need to persevere and get to this point where you could finish, whether it is you win or lose, that you figure out your process to success, and what to do and what not to do, because of the fact that is that you actually finished on a process that you started and you persevered. Then you make it the best you could be and try it again and try it again and then finish. Most won't start. Even more won't start or persevere. And then there are those that won't start, persevere, or finish. Do all you can and finish. Next is to win. And win is to succeed and or achieve according to you what your dreams, hopes, and aspirations are, what your goals are. But win also stands for, in terms of finishing and then win, is what's important now. What do I do now? In every phase of when you start, while you're persevering, and what it is in terms of finishing on what you're trying to do in terms of a sales call or a home project or getting to the point of being ready to host an event, whatever that may be, is that all along the way and after you finish, because when you follow that process, you're going to elevate and increase the opportunity to win, is what's important now. That is the acronym. Ask yourself what that is for you. What is important now? What do I have to do now? What is the most important thing I must do now? What often, write this down in WIN in terms of that acronym, what's important now is my most important task. What are my most important tasks that's going to have the biggest affect and impact on what it is that I need to be done today for the next days? Yes, the past will teach us lessons. The future is something that we strive for. But what's important now and most important task is what we are doing in the present. And the present right now, in terms of what's important now, we take all the multitude of lessons that we have learned in the past and we apply it to the springboard and the launching pad that is the present. That is what's important now. Now are 5, 6, and 7, which is review, refine, and regenerate. And then number 5 now is what I have done in the sports world and people do in the sports world all the time. Not to always success, but this is what they do. They review everything. They go over the schedule. They go over, in terms of sports. And when people do this in terms of their organization, their company, their nonprofit, in their community, within their congregation, and within their family, is reviewing. What are the most important things in your life? In terms of your personal, familial, like your spiritual, your professional, your financial, and your relational things. Like, are you reviewing in terms of those at least being 6 goals that you need to hit to actually hit total overall success and life fulfillment? Then in terms of reviewing that and bettering that all the time, in terms of reviewing what you have done, looking at your calendar, looking at where your time and allotted time and money and focus is going, is that giving you the return that you want? If not, change. So in terms of reviewing so that you can change, understand that for things to change, you must change. If you don't change, nothing changes. But if you do change, everything changes. So review it, change it, adjust it, make it better. In terms of what now, number 6 is to refine your process, to make it better. Switch out and fire the people that have no value and is just bull crapping and not doing what they should be doing. Promote those people that are doing a good job. Give bonuses, give accolades, and make sure people appreciate in terms of refining what's going on. Appreciate them so that you're raising the standards, the expectations, the daily habits, and the daily activities of what it is that you do in terms of your life routines. Because when you refine your life routines, and at least the 6 goals that you hear me talk about all the time, right? Your personal goals, familial goals, your now professional goals, right? Your financial goals, your relational goals. And then when you get all of those goals to come together and you hit on those, now you're going to be rolling in terms of refining each and every one of those aspects, from the spiritual to the financial to your relational, every one of those goals. When you refine that, when you review it, then you refine it, everything is going to increase for you. And lastly now is regenerate. This is to regenerate in terms of rest. So many people don't understand that the difference between 6 hours of sleep and 7 hours of sleep is anywhere between 30 to 35% more productivity, and the feeling of being energized and vitalized and vital, like all of these aspects in terms of energy and synergy for your life, is just getting the rest and regeneration. And in regeneration, leaving behind what is bad, implementing the good, and regenerating that, moving forward. And then the bonus is to do it all again. Because we all know, I mean, Friday comes, but Monday comes just as quickly. And that winter comes, but spring comes just as quickly. How many times is Monday going to come after Sunday? Every time. So then you have to do this process all over again. This is the process and to success. And your success process is to start, persevere, finish, win, review, refine, regenerate. And then the bonus now is to do it all again. If you like this video, please smash that like button, hit subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think about the content and what I can add in the future in terms of Coach V. Hey, think about this. And as always, I really appreciate you tuning in. Until the next video, one love, mad respects, live it, work to be your best, and live your best life. Peace.